There is no love in the world, absolutely no love in the world sincerer than the love of food. Well, how true is that? Had it not been for the love of food, I wouldn't be where I am today. Food, for me, is much more than a basic necessity. It's an emotion, it's an expression, it's an attitude, and most importantly, it's a way of life. Food is an art which has given me an identity and a beautiful reason to express my thoughts, ideas, and emotions by presenting them on a plate. Hello, everybody. This is Jerson Fernandes, also proudly and popularly known as Jerson Monterey Jack. Well, I am a culinary magician, a food artist, or simply somebody who touches your heart through food. Well, I started my career as a dishwasher and grew up to the ranks of a culinary director in around 15 years. Rising from the ranks of a dishwasher to a culinary magician wasn't easy at all. Well, this was more of a roller coaster of a journey. This journey has seen more failures than success, more unhappy moments than happy moments. But you know what? Throughout this journey, there has been one and only one hero, and that superhero is food. My world revolves around food. Food was, is, and would always be my first love and passion. Whatever I am today is only because of food, and food is integral to my life. Well, it is important to note there once came a time in my life where I didn't even know where my next meal would come from. But today, I am proudly donning the chef's jacket and cooking for more than hundreds of people every single day in one of the finest five-star hotels of the country. This journey has taught me two very important things in life. Number one, food has made me realize I am indispensable and not insignificant. Well, what I mean by that is you may be the most powerful, the most influential, you may be the most wealthiest person in the world, you may be the best chef in the world. But if you do not know how to treat others right, if you do not know how to respect others, if you do not know how to respect your tools, your equipments, your own profession, you cannot truly call yourself a chef. To be a great chef, you first need to be a very good human being. Number two, food has taught me to respect everybody and to judge nobody. Food doesn't judge any one of us. So who are we to judge food, people, and culture? Well, there is something which I have noticed, and I'm pretty much sure most of us would have noticed the same as well. You know, when we eat something that we like, can be anything. When we eat something that we like, we feel happy and we feel content. Similarly, when we eat something that we dislike, we do not feel as happy or content. Have you ever wondered why does this happen? How is it that our emotions are so deeply connected to the food that we eat? It is rightly said, good food warms the heart and feeds the soul. I repeat, good food warms the heart and feeds the soul. Our emotions can trigger our food choices. For example, you know, when I look at an ice cream, it makes me happy. I forget about all the troubles and tensions in the world, and I suddenly transform myself into a kid at a candy shop, nicely enjoying that ice cream. People change their food preferences depending on their moods. Like when we are in a good mood, no matter what you eat, you'll enjoy it. But when you're in a bad mood or when you're in a not so happy mood, no matter what you eat, you'll never like it. So our moods are highly influenced by the food items that we eat. Well, having traveled the world and worked with some of the finest chefs in the world, I can today proudly proclaim that food is an emotion. It's a very powerful emotion which brings people together, which binds people together, and which unites people together. Every plate of food, every plate of food which is served at a restaurant or at a hotel has a story to tell. It tells you so much about the person who's cooking that food. Where does the person come from? What is he up to? And what's going on in his mind while cooking that food? Every plate of food has a unique story to tell you, and it tells you the story on its own. All you need to do is emotionally connect with that plate of food. Well, for me as a chef, it is imperative to be in the right frame of mind when I'm cooking, because all my thoughts, my energies, my vibes would automatically get transformed onto the plate of food that I'm making. We all know food is integral to any celebration, be it a big event or a small event. Food has the power to decide the fate of that event. You know what we have all experienced, people complaining about the quality of food not being right at a wedding event. Nobody remembers the decoration or the lighting or the music or the ambience or the people they meet at an event. But fortunately or unfortunately, everybody remembers the food that gets served at an event. Food can either make an event or it can break an event, and this is the true power of food. Well, believe me, as a chef, there is nothing more overwhelming in this world for me to see the expression on my customer's face when they take the first bite of food. When we cook food in the kitchen and when the plate goes out to the restaurant, we just wait. As a chef, I just wait to see the first expression on my customer's face. If it's a smile, we're extremely delighted. There is nothing which can compare that. It's an unmatchable feeling for me as a chef. They say food heals everything, or rather almost everything. It is the most significant reason for my success. Food makes me happy, food inspires me, food gets me going, it brings the best out of me, and food influences me. Well, I would like to ask everybody over here, don't you crave for your favorite street food joint, or don't you feel like going out after a long tiring day at work? Don't you crave for ordering food online to spend time with your friends and family members back home? Or don't you crave to just go out and explore the culinary offerings of a newly opened restaurant? Well, for that matter, even while watching a movie, we all prefer to indulge in food. We either order a packet of popcorns or can be a favorite cola or coffee or ice cream. So food is everywhere. Food is in the cinema halls, it's at our homes, it's in the offices, it's in the hospitals. We are closely attached to food. Food is an integral part of our lives, our lifestyles, our customs, our traditions, and our culture. Well, my journey with food has been very emotional. It has been very integral and very influential. The very fact that you see so much of food being wasted every single day across the world and people dying out of starvation, it really hurts my heart. I think as a chef and as a food lover, it's imperative for me to educate people on controlling food wastages, to spread awareness amongst people to control food wastages. And all of us, we all need to come together as one family, as one team, and control food wastages and to ensure nobody sleeps hungry or nobody dies out of starvation. Well, all it takes is one good decision to change or rather make a change in someone's life for good. And on this very, very, very serious note, we all need to change the way we look at food. We all need to find the true and real meaning of food in our lives. We all need to be thankful and grateful for the food that we all have on our tables today. We need to emotionally connect with food and help all those who are in need of food. We need to ensure nobody, not even a single soul, dies out of starvation or sleeps hungry. Well, using food, we need to make this place, we need to make this world a better place, a beautiful place, and a wonderful place to live in, both for you and for me. Thank you very much for listening to me. You guys were a great audience. Stay blessed, or rather stay food blessed. Thank you very much. Cheers.